CM Punk wins this match and goes on to meet Cody, but he's not going alone. I think that the way John Cena put himself into the Elimination Chamber, by just putting himself in there, this could be a three-way dance with Cody Rhodes defending against CM Punk, defending against
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine. I'm your host, Mac Davis, along with my WWE Hall of Famer co-host, Mr. Teddy Long. Hey, Teddy, how you doing, my friend?
All up, players. Good afternoon to you and Bill. So good to see you guys starting off a brand new week.
Absolutely, and Bill, of course, being legendary pro wrestling journalist, Mr. Bill Apter. Hey, Bill.
Thank you. As I always say, like Captain Lou Albano say, I'm a legend in my own mind, brother.
Yeah, you're a star in your own movie.
Yeah.
Thank you. And even in the photo booth, too.
All right, let's talk about Elimination Chamber 2025 this week. In the men's chamber, I'm going to get your predictions here. In the men's chamber match, we have Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest versus Logan Paul versus Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk versus John Cena. Who wins to take on Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, at WrestleMania is up for grabs. And so I'm curious, who do you think, Bill, should be going forward and who should be getting that match with Cody Rhodes?
If they're listening to the fans, and they do, Triple H is very good at listening to the fans, I think they're going to throw a swerve here, and I don't mean Strickland. I think they're going to throw a swerve or a curve here. The fans want to see Cody against CM Punk. Everybody thinks that the match that's going to happen is John Cena against Cody. So my prediction is that CM Punk wins this match and goes on to meet Cody, but he's not going alone. I think that the way John Cena put himself into the Elimination Chamber, by just putting himself in there, this could be a three-way dance with Cody Rhodes defending against CM Punk, defending against...
Yeah, but how do you bring Cena in after the Elimination Chamber? How does he
brings himself in the same way he brought himself? He didn't qualify for the Elimination Chamber.
Which I had a problem with that actually already. So, I mean, if he's not qualified and if he's just naming himself in these big matches, I don't want to see him win because I don't think he got there the fair way.
Well, no, it's not a point. It's not a point that, and don't take offense to this, that you don't want to see him win. He might not win, but if he does win, he will pin CM Punk. I've mentioned this in the past that I think CM Punk would be glad to lay down for John Cena. I really do. That's just my prediction. So if Cena gets his way, he goes into that match and Cody doesn't lose anything but the belt. And then there's a rematch at SummerSlam with John Cena and Cody, and then Cody gets the belt back.
Teddy, I saw you shaking your head.
I'd have to disagree with Bill. I don't see anybody in there. Like I said, I don't see CM Punk doing the job for John Cena. I just don't see that. I mean, it could happen. You never know in this business. But like I said, I also agree with Bill at the beginning there when he's mentioning about CM Punk defeating those guys. I think that would be the thing to do is CM Punk come out the winner there and goes to WrestleMania to face whoever. But I just don't get this with John Cena. He's retiring one day, then he's back the next day. So I don't understand what is. And Bill, you keep saying he keeps putting himself there. He doesn't do that. That has to come from Hunter and the writers. They're the ones that.
Well, I know, but what the public is seeing is John Cena at that Royal Rumble press conference says that he's earned enough of his career and reputation to put himself in the Elimination Chamber match without qualifying. So why not do that at WrestleMania too?
See, I think that was a mistake in the beginning there, Teddy. I think being able to declare yourself into anything, I don't care who you are, it doesn't give you, because otherwise every past champion can show up in WWE and say, hey, I'm in the Elimination Chamber too, because, I'm a former champion. I don't buy it.
Wait. They're pushing John Cena as the greatest of all time.
Yeah, which we'll talk about in a little bit later too. So,
and here's another thing, that they're doing it. Cena sells a lot of merch.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I think he's outselling Cody Rhodes currently, I believe.
So that there you go.
So Mac, what do you think? Let's your thoughts on the.
I think it should be CM Punk. That's the match right there. I don't know of anybody else in that right now that would actually do it for me. I'm thinking Seth Rollins. I don't care to see that. Damian Priest and Cody, no, not really. Logan Paul and Cody, no, not really. Drew McIntyre, maybe. Cena, absolutely not. And CM Punk is the only one that makes sense to me. One that I can see a story actually draw people in. The rest of them, I just don't feel that way. I really don't.
They could throw a curve at us this way too. And you're both going to say no, but there is no reason why they can't swerve us all and make it Logan Paul. They have pushed him so hard, and actually a match with him against Cody would be a good match. I mean, the guy's really good, but I think, again, it's got to be CM Punk, and then some way John Cena's got, they have to put that 17th title on Cena sometime this year. And Teddy, he's not, retiring, coming back, etc. He said this is it. This is his final year in the business.
Okay, but let me just be the devil's advocate here, because I was going to ask this later, but I'll ask it now. There was a time when John Cena made fun of The Rock for leaving to go to Hollywood and popping in and saying he's back, but he just comes in for the special shows. What the hell is John Cena doing? He's doing the same exact thing currently right now that he gave The Rock so much shit about years ago. And here he is claiming he's back full time, and I haven't seen hide or hair of him except at one show, maybe two.
My thing is this. I'm glad that it's, and I hope it's CM Punk involved, because CM Punk will cut one of the greatest promos on John Cena you ever heard.
Yes.
And if you can remember, when CM Punk sat down on the ramp with that live mic, he talked about Cena and he told the truth, just exactly who he was. So that's real to me. So that's why I want to see them too, because at one point it's going to become real.
So Matt, what you're saying is John Cena is a hypocrite because of how he talked to The Rock, and now he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, at this point right now, John Cena is just a special attraction. He claimed he was coming back full time for the year 2025. And, and all I'm saying is basically the same thing he gave The Rock shit about years ago. He's just coming in for maybe one show before the pay-per-view or premium live event. And then he does the premium live event and he disappears until he's needed again, maybe a month or two.
I feel like a lawyer here. I feel like a lawyer. Are you calling him a hypocrite?
I guess I am. Yes, John Cena's a hypocrite. If because he always got onto The Rock for the very thing he's doing right now. The fans expect more. I expect more to see out of The Rock. If The Rock is going to be part of WrestleMania, we should have The Rock on screen as well. I don't feel that WrestleMania this year is as star-packed at this point as it was last year. Just my opinion. I just don't
really
feel
matter. Las Vegas is already like everything WWE is doing there. Everything's sold out.
I understand that, but Teddy, this is WrestleMania. This is where the big matches should take place. The big story should come to a conclusion. You should have maybe even the beginning of a news story, but it should all be something special. Right now, I don't feel like any of these matches are all that special.
Well, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I keep telling you. You keep trying to base this on how you feel. It ain't how you feel, it's how the fans feel. That's what sells tickets, okay? I feel somewhat just like you, Matt, okay? But I do understand, my feelings don't sell tickets.
Now, for those of you who are watching right now, leave your comments down below. What are your thoughts? Tell us, because we can talk about it when we come back on the next show, because I know it's a hot button right now. A lot of people are talking about this, and rightfully so. We're just missing some of the stars. I don't even the lead up to Elimination Chamber. No Roman Reigns? No Roman?
The business has changed, Mac. I keep on trying to get you to see that. This is show business now. It's not all
Well, you know what they want to
wrestling.
see? What they want to see is Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns, which could wind up at WrestleMania.
What
What
I'd like
fans
to
really
see,
wanted to see was Roman and Rock.
well, yeah, but I'd like to see Rock and Cena. I'd like to be Rock the guy to take him out.
If there were a match that I would be okay with John Cena at WrestleMania, it would be against The Rock. I
Right.
would understand that match. It would be more of an attraction match and something I could actually digest and be able to deal with.
And it would be a thing where The Rock would make him eat his own words.
Yeah, it can be really interesting. I mean, it really, those two
Well, yeah,
can carry,
they could show that piece years ago where Cena accused The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and have The Rock come back and go, hey.
You make him eat his own words.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the ladies' Elimination Chamber match. We have Roxanne Perez versus Naomi versus Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. Who's going to win? Go in to face Rhea at WrestleMania. Teddy, I'll start with you first.
I'd like to see Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
I'd like to see her too.
Yeah. All right, Bill, what about you?
Go over the list again.
All right, we have Roxanne Perez,
Right.
Naomi, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss.
And the winner goes on to Rhea
Face
Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Liv makes a lot of sense. They're really pushing Roxanne Perez very, very highly now.
Yep.
But I think the fans want to see Alexa Bliss in that position. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say it's going to be Alexa Bliss. The fans' reaction to her the last 2 weeks has been incredibly explosive.
But what is her story with Rhea Ripley? I mean, what kind of story could you tell between now and WrestleMania?
That she won the Elimination Chamber. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
But a lot of fans see Alexa Bliss as a fan favorite, correct?
Yeah, but
Then you got Rhea Ripley, who's also a fan favorite.
Don't mean
it doesn't
nothing.
matter. Right.
Oh.
Teddy decided
Teddy
to leave.
disappeared. He's getting a phone call. Tell him to go away.
I hung it up.
That was Nia Jax calling him and saying,
She is upset, Teddy, because you didn't pick her.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, Nia Jax did not qualify, Teddy.
No, she
Yeah,
she
I
didn't.
saw that, but that's all right. Let Nia get some rest and then come back and just dominate somebody.
I really, when it comes to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, I can't think of anybody that I'm overly excited to think of that she could face
Mac?
at WrestleMania.
You're blank. I
Rufus.
can't hear you.
Rufus, hush, Rufus. Shh. I hear you, boy. I love you. I love you, boy.
Well, I hear Bill. I can't hear you, Mac.
You can't
All right,
hear
there
me?
You go. There you go.
All right, let's see. An unsanctioned match will be taking place at Elimination Chamber as well. Now, this one looks like it's going to be bloody. It'll be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. And what direction, who wins and what direction are we going to go with here, Bill?
Okay, I didn't think they could heat up Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens again. They have been friends, enemies, friends, and over. It was like, enough already. And now they bring back this thing where Owens is upset and he puts Sami in the a package pile driver and almost breaks Sami's neck.
Yeah.
And Sami now begging for a match. Adam Pearce saying, no way. The only way we'll do this, Sami, is if it is unsanctioned. So it's a headline match. I think it's a terrific match, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be a real knockdown, drag-out battle. Remember, they're both Canadian.
Yes.
It's taking place in Canada. It's going to go all over the arena. Who's going to win? It could be just a pull apart to keep this thing going until WrestleMania. Unsanctioned. It doesn't matter who wins. If it's unsanctioned, it doesn't count.
I really don't care who wins this. I just hope it's got the violence that they are portraying it's going to have. There's a lot of intensity here, and I've seen occasions, even with KO, where sometimes I expected him to be a little bit more brutal than he was in some of these matches that he's participated in. I want to see that Kevin Owens come out. I want to see the vicious Kevin Owens, and I want to see the vicious Sami Zayn. Teddy?
Rarely have they ever used the word unsanctioned in WWE.
Well, here's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Sami Zayn come out on top. Because like Bill was saying, if it's non-sanctioned, it doesn't matter who wins or loses.
Correct.
But just what they have built up to, this thing between him and Kevin Owens, for Sami Zayn to slip over some kind of way there, God almighty, what that would do for Sami, and plus what it would do. I mean, the fans, I believe they would certainly want to see that, because they're waiting on somebody to take Kevin Owens out. Not so much to just take him out, but just somebody just to beat him. And if Sami Zayn slipped, there's some guy out of the luck of the draw, if Sami slipped over there, I think that would be tremendous.
All right, Bill, let me ask you, once this match is over.
You know what I love about this? I love that.
Bill, I think you're a little behind us.
You just froze there. Hang on. There you go.
Can you hear me, Bill?
So I think that, yeah, I hear you now.
Go ahead.
I think that Kevin Owens has gotten more and more deeply into this psychotic type of Kevin Owens. And if he loses, I don't think it's going to count. He's still going to come back, whoever he's going to feud with or whatever, or even against Sami again. And just, I love watching his interviews.
Well, that was going to be my, go ahead. I'm sorry, Teddy.
The other thing to do too is really now, like if Sami does slip over, then Kevin keeps his heat. If I was Kevin, Sami gets that win, gets his hand, gets out of there. And if I was Kevin, I'd go and tear that goddamn announce table up. I'd tear piece of everything they've got out there, I'd destroy it until they send somebody down. Now they got to get this guy out of here. You know what I mean? Pull apart, but I'd tear that announce table up.
Well, once this match is over with, where do we go with WrestleMania for Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens? Where do we see them staying together? Do we see this being the end?
No. I think they're going to go against each other.
Yeah, we don't know what they're going to do for WrestleMania. This stuff here changes overnight, Bill. You can have a finish and they'll call you tonight and tell you, no, we're not doing that. We're doing something else.
Steel cage.
Barbed wire. You got to have that.
Barbed wire.
All right.